Hello, this is Brian Rezny, President of Rezny Wealth Management, bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets. We're seeing just a little bit of volatility. A lot of talk about trade wars with China goes on and on. This has been well over a year and a half, mind you. I would anticipate that the trade talks with China could go on for another year. Who knows, maybe in the second term of President Trump. China is playing hardball, the U.S. is playing harder hardball, and ultimately China's going to have to play by the rules. I've had a number of questions about how does that really impact the overall economy. I hear signs that maybe we have a little bit heightened chance of recession. Generally speaking, I would say this. From what we're seeing on our research numbers, we expect GDP, gross domestic product, this year to run about 2%. It probably would have run a little bit hotter if we weren't in these trade wars with basically China, but 2% is not a recession. Now, interest rates have come down just a little bit. In fact, historically, they're almost at the lowest rates we've ever seen in history. They could come down just a little bit more. We're seeing light signs of a couple areas that may have us slightly concerned, but certainly not a recession. Normal volatility, we haven't seen a lot of it this year. We saw it in May. We're seeing it again, of course, this month in August. I would anticipate as we go through and finish out the summer months and we get into more of that September-October timeframe, hopefully at that point we'll start to see more of an uptick in the overall equity-based markets. Again, we currently do not see any recession on the horizon. Sure, there's a couple little yellow flashing lights, but out of, let's say, 100 potential lights, we've got a handful, 5 or 6, that are flashing maybe just a little bit yellow, a little bit cautious sign. So again, slowing earnings, a GDP that's growing at 2% is not a recession. And again, I feel we can fully withstand any kind of economic slowdown in a slight manner. I would anticipate, again, that we're going to see quality earnings not only the next quarter, but by the end of the year for 2019 from U.S. corporations. This is a net positive, probably growing earnings somewhere between an average of 8% for the full year, which is pretty darn good. I would anticipate as we go into next year, there could be a slight earnings slowdown, which is very normal. Remember, when you're going down the highway doing 70, there's times you got to slow it back down to 65 or 60 because there's a traffic jam ahead. That is normal for the economy. If you're a client of our firm and you have any questions, please give us a call. We love talking with you on a regular basis. If you're not a client of Rezny Wealth Management and you're tired of the brokerage houses, the banks, and the annuity charlatans taking advantage of you, and you want real advice, real money management, call our firm. We'd love to sit down and talk to you about your portfolio and get you back on track. Our account minimums are $500,000 and up. We wish you a very prosperous day.